All right, and we now want to send it over to One America's Trey Yingst, who is at the White House with some breaking news for us. Hi, Trey.
Well, that's right. We come to you from the White House tonight with breaking news. President Trump speaking with a small group of reporters tonight, breaking some headlines of his own, both on the special counsel investigation and also immigration. President Trump saying tonight from Washington that he is willing to talk with special counsel Robert Mueller under oath, making this headline tonight from his chief of staff's office, John Kelly's office here in the West Wing of the White House. We attended this meeting that was originally intended to be a background briefing on immigration. The president stopping by and speaking with reporters for more than 15 minutes. Additionally, the president saying that he would love to do it when asked about talking with the special counsel about what happened during the 2016 campaign. The president going on to tell me tonight from Washington that he couldn't have cared less about Russians having to do with my campaign. That's the president's words there from the West Wing of the White House. Now, President Trump also breaking some news on the immigration front earlier today. The press secretary, Sarah Sanders, saying that the White House would be releasing a framework on bipartisan immigration reform on Monday. Tonight, the president giving us some exclusive details on that framework. I did ask the president about the Dreamers and that March 5th deadline. President Trump telling me to tell them not to worry about any sort of deportation if there was no deal reached by that time. Now, the president did go on to say that he supports a path to citizenship in a 10 to 12 year period for people who are currently here in the United States illegally. All of that is supposed to be released in this Monday framework. Additionally, the president plans to ask for $25 billion for that southern border wall. He did go on to talk about a number of other things before his trip to Davos, Switzerland, where he will be spending the next 2 days at the World Economic Forum.
All right, and Trey, did the president mention anything to you about the visa lottery program? We know that he has said multiple times that that is, again, one of the major sticking points in immigration reform for him. Did he mention anything about that?
So he didn't talk specifically about the visa lottery program. A lot of this he wanted to leave to the big reveal on Monday from the Trump administration. But the large overarching picture that was the takeaway from this meeting with reporters in the West Wing of the White House was that the president does appear to be looking for some sort of bipartisan solution to the immigration issue here in the United States. The president expressing that he did feel the visa lottery program in its current form was not ideal for the American people, but he did say that the administration is currently weighing some alternative options when it comes to a visa lottery program. Now, the president going on to say, though, that he does feel immigrants who are here in the United States do deserve the opportunity to eventually work their way towards citizenship and become tax-paying Americans. And it does appear that this immigration push in this framework from the White House on Monday will include those very thoughts from the president himself.
Okay, and then going back to the Mueller probe, how does President Trump being interviewed shed light on the progress of this ongoing investigation? Does it look like the process is speeding up? Is this a good sign, a bad sign? What do we know so far?
Well, in this meeting in the West Wing, the president saying that he feels this interview is going to likely take place in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So this is certainly speeding up. This week, we obviously saw some major news. The Attorney General, Jeff Sessions, speaking with the special counsel just last week. Also, we found out that the CIA Director, Mike Pompeo, and the former FBI Director, James Comey, both of those individuals sitting down with the special counsel. So obviously, all of these interviews working their way closer to the White House. Now, I did ask President Trump tonight in his chief of staff's office whether or not he felt that Robert Mueller was going to be fair with him. He responded to that question saying, "We're going to find out."
Right. Trey, thank you so much for that. And of course, we will keep an eye on the developing situation and the Mueller probe. Trey Yingst reporting live from the White House. Thank you.
We can use your help. Call your cable subscriber and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call today.